Let's talk input shafts real quick because these things are not created equally. On the left here is a stock input shaft. In the center is an aftermarket billet input shaft, and it's probably the one that you're most likely to buy off the internet from various large distribution channels. And this is a billet input shaft that I sell and run. I'm not going to get into the metallurgy or heat treatment of them, and if certain things are actually what they're supposed to be. That's a little bit past the scope of this. I just want to keep it really simple and concise. If you look at this input shaft, this splines in the converter side, this splines into the overdrive planet. We have a really distinct hard inside 90-degree undercut here. This is a smaller diameter than your side that splines into the converter. This is where the input shafts tend to break, and on this billet one, it is going to break right here on our hard inside 90-degree corner. That's called a stress riser. So the design of this is the problem with it. Never mind the metallurgy of it. This is a stock input shaft. We've got a nice radius in here. We don't have a hard 90 inside corner for this thing to snap right off in front of the splines. And then here's the aftermarket billet input shaft that I sell and run, and we've got a nice radius in here. So we don't have the starting point for a fracture. So how much stronger really is this billet shaft going to be than this stock shaft when you've got a starting point for it to break? This is clearly going to be the much better decision. It is only slightly more money than this one is. You're cheaping out too much, just a little too much. If you want to put something in that you're probably going to break, just run the stock one for free. And I want to show you how much of a difference a stress riser makes. This is a ketchup packet. It's highly modified. On one side, we've got the stock tearing points, stress risers. I've just cut them off this other side. On this side, it is hard to tear. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to tear it. On this side, tears super easy. That's what you're doing with your input shaft with this super hard inside 90-degree corner here. It's going to break off right there. It's a nice start for a fracture point. These things are not created equally. This is why I sell and run this one. If you're going to spend a little bit of money on something, you actually want a really good product, you kind of go this way. If you don't care, then just run the stock one. Why waste your money on that?